Well, John, we'll start with Saturday. Didn't get the chance to speak to you after, but how do you reflect on that performance and result against Bristol City?
Obviously really pleased with the result and more pleased with the performance, to be honest. I thought it was a comprehensive victory, comprehensive performance for 90 minutes, and we put Bristol City under a lot of pressure from the kick-off. We had a series of free kicks, corners, didn't quite capitalise on those with that Regan Poole chance really early on, but once we got the goal I thought we settled into the game. The only spell I think Bristol City had really was that 10-minute spell before half-time, where a couple of chances, one from a set piece as well. But after that, I thought we were with the better side, thoroughly deserved the victory, and really, really pleased with the afternoon's work.
I asked John the same on Saturday, but how satisfying is it knowing that you've made that improvement on the last couple of weeks, where you maybe haven't taken advantage of first-half performances before and after the break?
Yeah, one of the things that we're wary of is when we're on top in games, it's crucial for us, I think, at this stage to make sure that we do get goals and we take the lead. It gives us a cushion first of all, but also it's what we need to do to win games. But one thing that's maybe an adjustment to the Championship is if you don't take advantage when you're on top, then teams adjust really quickly, whether that's tactically at half time, bringing players on, they can switch things really quickly. Preston did that, but thankfully we had the 2-goal lead. Swansea obviously did that as well tactically in the second half, and there are sides that can really punish you, so it's really important that you get those leads when you're on top, and you do get goals in crucial periods of games, and I thought we did that well at the weekend.
Watched it from the gantry. How was the view up there for you?
Yeah, brilliant view, really good. Bit of architecture, and to be up there is a completely different experience for me. It was actually the second time I've been up there. I went up there in pre-season when it was completed, just to get a view of what it was going to be like for the analysts. But the first time we've been up there in earnest, and it was certainly different. I suppose the whole episode and the whole experience has been made better by the fact that we won the game. So yeah, I quite enjoyed it.
The front four looked to be sort of really building a connection at the top of the pitch. How pleasing is that to see?
Really pleasing, I think, whenever we have any players coming into the side, and whether it's Colby who's come in recently, Matt Ritchie's come in recently as well, we want them to gel and get into the team and get into the way that we want to press as quickly as possible. And to be honest, over the past few weeks, whether it's been Colby up top, whether it's been Cass in terms of starting those games, and any combination of players that have come in behind, I think we've looked like a much better unit at the top end of the pitch, certainly defensively. And one of the pleasing things over the last 3 games, I think, is we put 8 goals in the back of the net, and yeah, I think those things are a team effort, but like you say, the front four I think have gelled nicely.
On to tomorrow. You must be looking forward to being back in the dugout.
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to another game, really. Looking forward to another game at Fratton Park. For some reason this year, there'd been the imbalance before the weekend, but it just seemed like we'd hardly had any games at Fratton Park. And particularly with the postponement of Millwall, it seemed like a long time since we were back there. So really pleased that we were able to do that back to back. I think that's the first time we've done that on a Saturday, Tuesday this season. We've had a couple of those away games and a couple of those difficult travels. So really happy that we're back at Fratton Park. It was amazing at the weekend. I think the atmosphere, the way that we get going, the way that we set the tempo early on can make a huge difference. And we've spoken about that all season, and I think it's been nice to have that in the last 2 home games, and to have that momentum going into the half, to have that momentum whether we're kicking towards the Milton end or the Fratton end. We've actually taken advantage of it, and thankfully for the fans, I think they've been rewarded with some decent performances, and rewarded with their faith, because they've stuck by us this season in some difficult times.
Norwich, a strong side at the top end of the division. A 3-0 defeat for them on Saturday, but they'll be looking to bounce straight back from that, won't they?
Yeah, I think you can take that, the QPR game, take it and put it in the bin for Norwich. From our perspective, I actually thought Norwich were quite good on the day, and on another day, a couple of set pieces and one where they got caught in the break, there could be another result. I know Norwich aren't going to necessarily say that, but I thought they looked like a decent outfit even when losing the game. So previous to that, they've picked up some really, really big results. They've scored a lot of goals. I think they're the division's top scorers, and they play a very, very distinct way, really well coached, and they've got some really good players in there. To be honest, I think they're littered with players that can really hurt you on the day. So we've got to be right on top of our game. I feel like I say that every week, but that's true, and we've seen that when we're not on top of our game, and when we don't perform, when we don't make Fratton a difficult place to play. It's a very, very different prospect from what we've seen over the last couple of weeks.
And our first midweek game at Fratton Park this season. So many good memories of them created in the last campaign. So it must be something that you and the players are really looking forward to.
Yeah, I think everybody was looking forward to the Millwall game, obviously, and we weren't able to go ahead with that. I think the tension and the excitement hopefully will build up to Tuesday night, and for us it's definitely about us performing, and it's definitely about us making sure that we give something back to everybody that's at Fratton Park, so we create that atmosphere. But one thing we know for for sure is that regardless of any of that, it's going to be a really loud, intense, noisy place to play, and that's what we want. We want it to be a really, really difficult place for opposition to come, and that's partly down due to the team, but a big part of that is the atmosphere that's created by the 21,000 fans.